Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how we make our lip scrubs, and we package them in a kit that sells with our Fish Lips lip balm and the lip scrub together. I think it's like $9. It's really affordable. When I first moved back to Illinois from Florida, actually I think it was the second winter, I got the worst case of chapped lips I ever remember getting. I don't remember having trouble really as a kid, but my lips, I looked like I had had lip surgery. They were so inflamed and red and cracking. So, oh my gosh, this was a product that I had bought retail, and I really liked how it worked. So I kind of duped the recipe, made it my own, of course, shea butter, all that good stuff. But I'll show you what I put in it and how easy it is to make. If you ever want to experiment, you'll have a good place to start. Anyway, lip scrub kits for wintertime. I hope you get one. Okay guys, so we have our recipe, basically our ingredients ready to go on our lip scrub, which is a sugar-based lip scrub. And we have several different steps. So the first step is melting our beeswax and our sunflower wax. And the sunflower wax is the really fine grain wax. I think you can see that pretty good. And the beeswax, it's filtered, but it has the scent with it. So not deodorized beeswax. And we're going to put that in our stainless steel bowl here, and the reason I'm not using a double boiler to melt this is I'm going to be using my stick blender, and I want a little bit deeper bowl than my normal double blender, so it's a little less area to worry about. So I'll be back as soon as this is melted. Okay guys, so we've got the burner going and our wax is in here all melted, and so now we're adding our butters and our oils, and I use a combination of olive, argan, coconut, and shea butter as the moisturizing part of this blend. And so we'll give it a couple minutes here to get all melted down, and we'll be back with you. Just to let you know, I typically stir wax and oils in small quantities with a little skewer. It's much easier to clean up than the other utensils. So stay tuned. So the oils and butters have just about all dissolved here, melted rather. So now I have a combination of citric acid with a little bit of vitamin E. And this will not dissolve all the way into this phase of the oils. Now I got my, don't like to do that because they're just hard to clean up, but now we did it, so it's hard to get out of inside cooking versus soap room cooking. But anyway, this you're going to see a little bit of a powdery mix on the bottom, and that is the citric acid. That's just not going to dissolve all the way. It's okay, we're going to disperse it when we use our stick blender. And then here's our sugar into the mix, and we're just going to do a quick mix, and this is going to cool this off. I'm going to turn the burner off. The sugar is going to kind of cause that to cool down pretty quick. mix that with our stick blender. And just note, this is my in-the-house stick blender, which I use for a couple things that I do out here in the soap room. But it is a food use only, not soap. So I'm just about done here, guys. I did swap out the hot water in my double boiler for an ice water bath. I'm gonna scrape this down one more time. Let's see, it's just holding shape a little nicer. And no, you don't need it to hold a particular shape. It just goes in the containers better. Okay, and you can tell that my stick blender has really reached its usefulness as it's cooled down. So we're going to clean this up and I'll meet you over at the filling table. Okay guys, so this is how I go about filling the little pots. I oven sterilize all the little jars before, actually right after I get them, so they're just done so I don't have to worry about it. This mix, I've now added the peppermint essential oil. And again, smells fabulous around here. You can do this a lot of different ways. I've used just an offset spatula and kind of scooped it in. The little baggies, you'll have more waste, the stuff that sticks to the baggie, but you just can't beat it for the ease of piping them into these little tiny jars. And I think I've told you before that I have big man hands. So to get my big man hands to do anything is a real pain. And I'm just tamping that down as I get to, I'm not filling these to the top, I'm filling these to the weight of what I sell these for. So that's why it may look like they're not full. They're not meant to be full. And I'm zeroing out the scale each time I go here and pipe it into my pots. Okay. And I'm just putting, I'm not screwing on the caps yet. I'm just putting them on so there's no contamination between while they're sitting here on the table and a fly flies by. Of course, it's wintertime. There's no flies, but you know what I'm saying. And as always, yes, wear gloves if you're not used to preparing things for sale, for not consumption, but might as well be. We're gonna zero this scale again, and I'm gonna just keep piping. Join me when I'm done. Okay guys, so I'm ready to do all the packaging. That did make up exactly like my notes had, 19 of these small pots. And I label the top with the product name, and then my logo and all my contact information is on the back. And because this package is so tiny that I can't really put use instructions on it, I do put those in the little box so people will know how to actually use the product, which it's no good if they don't actually use it. It will just sit on somebody's shelf and look pretty. So let me just go through the process so you can kind of see. Label on the bottom. Label basically centered on the top. And then I shrink wrap them from this point. And I'll show you that here real quick. It's going to be loud. that's it. That was my Harbor Freight heat gun. Gets very hot very quick. And so that is now shrink wrapped, and it's ready to go in our container. We put one of those, one of our Fish Lips lip balms. I don't have the instructions, so let's just pretend we're going to steal this one. Tuck that in. And our green ribbon, we alternate between green and bright pink, just because those are just such happy colors. And again, just like with the bath salts in the takeout boxes the other day, this is printed on one side, this ribbon. So I do my darndest to make it look pretty. The dots on both sides, and that ribbon is got a little fray on it. But oh, you know what I forgot? You've got to have our little label too. So we'll just move this to the side. And that is our little lip scrub set. Fish Lips lip balm and our conditioning sugar scrub for your lips. It will save your lips, I'm telling you. Anytime you wake up in the wintertime and your lips are starting to feel dry and tight, it's time to exfoliate. Your lips are like the rest of your skin. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. So that's my little ad for my lip scrub set. Thanks, guys. Come back again. Like and subscribe, please.